finding, which is very important for all competitive exams. So let's start. And our first sentence is, neither of them were prepared for the emergency. उनमें से कोई भी emergency के लिए prepare नहीं था, तैयार नहीं था. आपको 5 options दिए हैं. First option is neither of, second option is them were, third option is prepared for, fourth option is the emergency, and fifth option is no error. It means there is no error in the given sentence, and we have to find out whether there is any error or not. So whenever there is neither used in any sentence, the next word, which is our helping verb, it should be singular. Means neither of them was. neither और either दोनों के साथ ही was का यूज़ होना चाहिए, ना कि were का. were is plural verb. We need singular verb when we are using neither in our sentence. So whenever neither or either is given in your sentence, use only singular verb, not plural verb. This is first sentence. These are very basic sentences, not the typical ones.
Start.
Now our second sentence is, supposing if you are arrested, what will you do? मान लीजिए अगर आप अरेस्ट कर लिए जाते हैं तो आप क्या करेंगे? This is our given sentence and you have 5 options. First option is supposing if, second option is you are, and third option is arrested, what will, fourth option is you do, question mark, last option is no error. Now supposing and if, both the words are used when we tell someone to imagine something. So suppose and imagine and if, suppose and if, both the words can never come together. Because suppose and if, they both are telling the same meaning. They are indicating that this is just a supposition. मान लीजिए अगर आप अरेस्ट कर लिए जाते हैं तो आप क्या करेंगे? Therefore suppose and if can never come together, so your option is A. Now our third sentence is, none of the 2 boys who were present there came to his help. यहाँ present दोनों लड़कों में से कोई भी उसकी help के लिए नहीं आया. Now when we are talking about 2 boys, it should not be none. For 2 boys, it should be neither. None is the word which we use when we are talking about more than 2 boys. When we are talking about only 2 boys, it should be neither, not none. None is a word which will be used when we are talking about none of the boys present in the class. We don't know how many boys we are talking about, whether we are talking about 2 or more than 2 boys. So our error is in none of the 2 boys. None के साथ हमेशा 2 से ज़्यादा persons होने चाहिए. अगर हमारे sentence में 2 boys, 2 persons, anything 2 is given, then we should use neither, not none. Now let's move to our fourth sentence. As a dramatist, Shaw is superior than Galsworthy. एक dramatist के तौर पर Shaw Galsworthy से superior है, इनसे बेहतर है. Yes, we are comparing 2 persons. First is Shaw, who is a dramatist, and other person is Galsworthy. Yes, we are comparing, and if we see only comparison, then we can say that than is okay. But if we are using superior, then than is wrong. We have 5 options as a dramatist choice: superior, than, Galsworthy, and no error. So whenever we use superior for comparing 2 persons or comparing 2 things, superior is always followed by 2. Superior, inferior, both these words are followed by 2. If we use than after superior or inferior, this is wrong. These are some basic rules which we need to remember all the times. Superior and inferior के बाद always 2 लगेगा, कभी भी than नहीं लगेगा. So our error is in D. Than Galsworthy नहीं होना चाहिए. It should be to Galsworthy. As a dramatist, Shaw is superior to Galsworthy. Now let's move to our fifth sentence. Hardly had I reached the station than the train left. अभी मैं ट्रेन स्टेशन पर पहुंचा ही था कि ट्रेन निकल पड़ी. Hardly had I means we are talking that बड़ी मुश्किल से मैं स्टेशन पर अभी पहुँच रही थी. And you have 5 options. First is hardly, second is had I, third is reached the station, fourth is then the train left, and fourth is no error. Now if we see this sentence, hardly is always followed by when. Hardly and scarcely. Both these words are always followed by when. You don't need to scrutinize the sentence. You don't need to read out the hidden meaning what the sentence is saying. Just see the word hardly or scarcely. If hardly or scarcely, either of these two words is given in your sentence, it means it should be followed by when, not then. So our right option would be D. It should not be then, it should be when. Hardly and scarcely are always followed by when. कुछ ऐसे वर्ड्स होते हैं जिनके बाद जो वर्ड्स आने हैं या जिनके पहले जो वर्ड्स आने हैं वो फिक्स्ड होते हैं. सेम वे हार्डली और स्कार्सली के बाद हमेशा व्हेन ही आएगा और कोई वर्ड नहीं आएगा. नाउ इट्स टाइम फॉर आवर सिक्स्थ सेंटेंस. मोर वी गेट मोर वी वांट. इन दिस वे देयर इज़ नो एंड टू ह्यूमन डिज़ायर्स. हम जितना पाते हैं, जितना हमें मिलता जाता है, मोर वी वांट उतना हम चाहते हैं. इन दिस वे, इस तरीके से, देयर इज़ नो एंड टू ह्यूमन डिज़ायर्स. इंसान की इच्छाओं का कोई अंत नहीं है. You have 5 options. More we get, more we want. Second is in this way. Third is there is no end. Fourth is to human desires. And fifth is no error. Now read the sentence twice or thrice and you will be able to find out where the mistake or error is. This is a qualifying word. More. It should not be more. It should be the more. The more we get, the more we want. The more we get, the more we want. Means we are emphasizing on the word more. हम जितना ज़्यादा पाते हैं, हम जितना ज़्यादा हमें मिलता है, उतना ही हम और चाहते हैं. It means this more is the word which is qualifying our want. So it should be specified by using the word the before more. So the right option is A. It should be the more we get, the more we want. Now let's move to our 7th sentence. Scarcely had I finished relating the incident, then he fell asleep. अभी मैंने उसको उस इंसिडेंट के बारे में बताना शुरू किया था. रिलेट करना मीन्स किसी को कोई चीज़ बताना. Then he fell asleep, कि वो सो गया. I told you earlier as well that hardly and scarcely are such two words which are always followed by when. So we have 5 options. First is scarcely, second is had I finished, third is relating the incident, fourth is then he fell asleep, and fifth is no error. This is very simple. When we see the word hardly or scarcely in your sentence, you don't need to observe the very hidden meaning of the sentence. Just think about when. It should be when. So option is D. It should not be then, it should be when. Now let's come to our 8th sentence. Nobody in their senses would have uttered such silly remarks. We have 5 options. A. Nobody in their senses. B. Would have. C. Uttered. D. Such silly words or such silly remarks. The same thing. It should be remarks or given sentence. And fifth is no error. Nobody in their senses. किसी ने भी अपनी होश में would have uttered such silly remarks. किसी ने भी अपनी होश में ऐसे silly words नहीं कहे होंगे. So we are talking about nobody. Nobody should be followed by singular pronoun. So there is the pronoun, but there is plural pronoun. There is plural pronoun, and we know that nobody should be followed by a singular pronoun. So it should be nobody in his senses. It can be his senses or her senses, but we don't know about the gender of the people they are talking about. So in common we can take nobody in his senses. Nobody is a word which should always be followed by a singular pronoun. So his is the singular pronoun. Yes, as we all know, our right option is A. Nobody in their senses के जगह होना चाहिए nobody in his senses. Now it's time for our ninth sentence. Let's read it. Pages after pages of the Gita were read, and it gave consolation to his mind. We are talking about the Bhagavad Gita. Pages after pages of the Gita. पेजों के बाद पेज भगवद गीता के वर रेड पढ़े गए एंड इट गेव कॉन्सोलेशन टू हिज माइंड. और इन पढ़े हुए पेजेस ने उसके माइंड को, उसके मन को, उसके दिमाग को कॉन्सोलेशन दिया. वी हैव 5 ऑप्शंस. फर्स्ट इज पेजेस आफ्टर पेजेस. सेकेंड इज ऑफ द गीता वर रेड. सी एंड इट गेव ग्रेट कॉन्सोलेशन. ऑप्शन डी इज टू हिज माइंड एंड आवर लास्ट ऑप्शन इज नो एरर. नाउ वी आर टॉकिंग अबाउट पेजेस आफ्टर पेजेस ऑफ द गीता. It should not be pages after pages. It is very clear. It should be page after page. Sorry. पेजों के बाद पेज नहीं पढ़े गए. एक पेज के बाद अगला पेज, एक पेज के बाद अगला पेज, as we always do. So it should be page after page, not pages after pages. So our right option is option A. Now this is our last sentence of this video. Many a sleepless nights I spent. मैंने बहुत सारी sleepless nights गुजारी. Sleepless means जिसमें one could not sleep well. So we have 5 options. First is many, second is A, third is sleepless, fourth is nights I spent, and fifth is no error. Now this is a rule जो हमें याद रखना है. Many A मतलब बहुत सारी is always followed by singular noun. Many A is followed by singular noun. So we know our nights. This is noun for sure. This is noun, but this is plural noun. Nights. So it should be night, which would be our सिंगुलर नाउन. बहुत सारी. हमने जब यहाँ पे बोल दिया कि हम बात कर रहे हैं मैनी अ बहुत सारी, तो यहाँ पे नाइट्स नहीं, यहाँ पे नाइट होना चाहिए. ये फिक्स रूल है. मैनी अ के बाद ऑलवेज सिंगुलर नाउन का यूज़ होगा. तो उस हिसाब से यहाँ पे मैनी अ के बाद मैनी अ स्लीपलेस नाइट्स नहीं होना चाहिए, मैनी अ स्लीपलेस नाइट होना चाहिए. तो हमारे सेंटेंस के कौन से पार्ट्स में एरर है? हमारे सेंटेंस के डी पार्ट में एरर है. इट शुड नॉट बी नाइट्स, इट शुड बी night. So friends, these are 10 sentences, very basic sentences. These were not typical ones. So thank you for watching.